What is up, YouTube? Casual MTG here, and I'm bringing you a fun standard deck that I feel can be competitive if it gets better cards in the next set. But this is Mardu Allies, and it's just really fun. So it is kind of a mid-range / aggro build. So let's get into it without further ado. Let's do this, man. For the red, we play 2 Zada Hedron Grinder. This guy's amazing. Lets you copy spells if you target him so that you can use them on other stuff. Really great. 3 Reckless Court. Reckless Court's decent. It's a 2/2 for a colorless and a red, but he has to attack if you don't control another ally, which is not always a problem. He's basically just a vanilla. That's what you use him for. Until we can get something better, that's what I'm using. And then we've got 3 Fire Mantle Mage. This guy's amazing. He's one of your all-stars of the deck. He has Rally. His Rally effect gives everything Menace if he comes in or another ally to your back under your control. So he is great. Warrants people to use removal on this rather than something you really want to keep on the board like Zada. That's it for the creatures of the red. On to the other spells. We have 2 Goblin Warpaint. Goblin Warpaint's amazing because it gives a target an enchanted creature, so a target creature +2/+2 and haste, which is great because you can target Zada with it and then everything else gets it that you control. So it's great. And then we have 2 Titan Strength. Titan Strength is amazing because it gives everything +3/+1 until the end of the turn, and you get to scry. So this is great because you can target other creatures and copy this, or you can target Zada and then copy this on everything. I'm not sure if you get to scry multiple times, but I'm sure that's not a problem. If you get to scry multiple times, let me know in the comment section below. That'd be greatly appreciated. This is one of the only cards we play that's not from Battle for Zendikar. Most of this deck is Battle for Zendikar, so that's awesome. So when Khans of Tarkir and all that rotates out, this deck will still be viable. We do play 2 Sure Strike. Sure Strike's amazing because it gives target creature +3/+0 until the end of the turn, and they gain first strike, which is amazing. If you target Zada, everything gets this effect. Excuse me. That's really great. Then we have 2 Temur Battle Rage. I figured why not play this? It's amazing in Atarka Red, and it's amazing in this deck. I've found out. It's like busted. If you target Zada, everything gets double strike. And if Zada already got targeted by something else, and he becomes bigger than he becomes a 4/4, or a 4 something, that's great because you get the ferocious ability to give your stuff trample as well, which is great. That's it for the red. On to the white. We've got 4 copies of one of my favorite cards, Lantern Scout. His rally ability just gives everything lifelink. It's amazing. I wouldn't play this at less than 4. It's the only creature in the whole deck that we play 4 copies of because that lifelink ability is great late game when you are low on life and facing a game loss from facing basically losing the game. This guy comes in, gives everything lifelink, and if you can swing in for a huge amount of damage and put yourself in a good state where you're higher life, that's amazing. That's the only white creature we play. I was thinking of playing Core Blade Roll, but I figured the first strike ability is not really that key, so he's getting played. I mean, you can switch out Reckless Court for it, but Reckless Court is just, to me, seems a little bit better because you have other stuff that gives you first strike. So, then we have, for the supporting white spells, we have 2 Lithomancer's Focus. This is great because target creature gets 2/2 until the end of the turn and prevent all damage from colorless sources. So this is just great because you can sit there and against the green-red Eldrazi deck or the blue-black Eldrazi Ingest deck that's going around, or the white-black Eldrazi deck that's going around. This card's just a blowout to them because you go to swing in, activate this. All your opponent's creatures basically can't do anything to you, and your creatures will be fine. So it just makes you feel great when you can swing in with this. And then we play 2 Tandem Tactics. Tandem Tactics is amazing. Up to 2 target creatures get +1, +2. So if you target Zada twice, everything gets it twice, which is great. Plus you gain 2 life. What's not to like about gaining 2 life? Also in the comment section below, let me know if you gain 2 life continuously if you target Zada with this for each creature. I'm not entirely certain on that. I'm pretty sure you don't, but just let me know in the comment section below. That's it for the white section of this deck. Onto the black. We play 3 Calestria Healer. This is great. It's better than Zulaport Cutthroat, which we do play in this build. His rally effect is when he comes in or another ally comes into the battlefield, your opponent loses a life and you gain 1, which is great because that's all you play is allies. Then we play triple Zulaport Cutthroat. I don't want to play a full play set because I am playing the Calestria Healers, as you guys saw. This basically just says when he comes into the battlefield, when Zulaport Cutthroat comes into the battlefield, or another creature of yours that you control dies, your opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1. It's not that great, but you know, it works. And then the last spell for black that I am playing is 2 Duress. Duress is amazing, so I figured why not play it. It helps get rid of stuff from the red-green Eldrazi deck and the black-blue Ingest deck. So, and it also helps clear stuff from the Atarka red player's hand. So it just stops stuff from that deck. So it's really good. Then we do play for the double-colored stuff. We play 2 Munda Ambush Leader. Munda Ambush Leader is amazing because its rally effect helps you stack your allies on top of the deck. You look at the top 4 and then choose as many allies as you want from that and stack them on the deck in any order on the top. So it is great. And then I only wanted 1 copy because his effect is not that great, but I didn't want to not play him. And then we play 2 Angelic Captain. This is like our beat stick for late game. I only wanted 2 copies only for the fact that late game you'll have more monsters, and this is better late game. What it does is it gains +1/+1 for every attacking ally until the end of the turn, other than this one, whenever it swings, that is. So it has flying as well, which means if your opponent doesn't have any flyers, you're getting in for a whole buttload of damage, which is great. And then we play 2 Drana's Emissary. Drana's Emissary is amazing because at your upkeep you lose 1 life and your opponent loses a life and you gain a life, which is amazing. But I didn't want to play multiple copies because I did try it, or I didn't want to play more than 2 copies because I was trying it at 4 originally, and it turned out to be too cloggy. Then I went to 3, turned out to be still too cloggy, and 2 just seems to be perfect because I'm drawing it when I can cast it, or when I want to cast it, so it's just great. And then for the rest of the supporting spells for the double-colored is 1 March from the Tomb. I only wanted 1 of this because not a lot of our creatures are going to be dying, typically. And also, the 5 mana is a little tough on the mana base to cast. But it is good, so it does help when you draw into this and you see that you can block your opponent's creatures and not have to worry about not having creatures the turn after or that same turn. So it is great. I really do like it. At 1's perfect. Wouldn't play more. So, and then I do play 2 Mardu Charm. Mardu Charm's amazing It has a duress effect. It's also got a token spam effect, and then it has a hit your opponent's creature for 4 damage. So, it's pretty great. Sorry for the noise. That's my dogs going out the doggy door. But that's it for the main board of spells and creatures. Let's get into the land base. The land base is pretty different. So we do play, because this is allies, we play the 4 ally encampment. Tap 1 colorless to tap it, sack it to bounce the ally back to your hand. That's pretty good when you swing in. Need some blockers for next turn. You can bounce them back, recast them. Pretty good. You can tap it to add 1 mana for any color to cast an ally, and then you can tap it for colors for whatever you want to cast. Then we play 4 Nomad Outpost. Really great. I love this card. Why not play it if you're playing Mardu? And we've got 2 Windscared Crags, pretty good. 2 Bloodfell Caves, and 2 Scoured Barrens. I wanted to play these so that I have access to whatever color I need as fast as possible. And the life gain's not bad. It's pretty good. I like it. Why not? And then we do play 1 Looming Spires and 1 Sandstone Bridge. Looming Spires gives a creature that it targets first strike and a +1/+1, so pretty good. And then Sandstone Bridge gives a creature +1/+1 until the end of the turn and Vigilance, so that is pretty amazing. The Vigilance does help. And then for the last portion of the land, we are playing 2 Mountain, 2 Plains, and 2 Swamp. I felt that was pretty good. But that has been my standard deck that I am currently playing right now in standard. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Thumbs up this video if you like it. Share it with your friends if you feel like they can benefit off of it. If they're budget players, they can definitely benefit off of it. Also, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, please. But this has been Casual MTG, and I'll see you guys next week for another video.